Well, good evening. Here we are again. It's a brand new one day special, and our Phil is in the building. Ba, ba, ba.
Hello.
Oh,
Hi, everybody.
So nice
This
to
is a
see
bit.
you.
This is a bit weird, isn't it?
Sat down,
I know. I like this, so I could get used to this.
Does it feel like quite chilling out?
It feels like I'm at school.
That means
When I went.
And so you have to say good evening, Miss Pujol.
Oh, good evening, Miss Pujol. Just for you. Just for you.
I love
How
that.
are you, love?
I'm great, thank you. I'm really good. And what about you? It's so
Fabulous,
good to see
thank you, darling, as
so
always.
good to see. And but I mean, I know you've been really busy because obviously
Always.
you've opened your
Yeah,
new
you missed
shop.
it. So thank you to everybody who came
gutted.
to the new Sheffield shop opening weekend. It was amazing.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
get you up there next year, don't you
Yeah,
worry.
definitely.
Thank you, everybody.
Definitely. And I mean, I bet it looks
Immaculate.
gorgeous, doesn't
it's beautiful, of course.
Oh, of
It's
course
all
it
duck egg
is.
blue and off-white, just
Oh,
as you would
Julie was
expect.
saying it just looks fabulous.
Have you spoken to Catherine? Because obviously Catherine was there.
haven't
Sorry,
spoken
everybody. We are just
Yeah,
having
we're
a quick
just chatting.
catch-up.
We're having a proper catch-up.
We are. We are. Sorry, everybody. But yeah, we'll catch up after.
Yeah, better off. Okay, it is your one day special. Now, we are talking celebrations. And the thing is, let's face it, if you're making cards, then it's generally for celebrations, isn't it? That is one of the biggies. So we have got a full stamp set that are covering loads of gorgeous celebrations. And then in a few months' time, we've got papers, which are stunning. So your stamp sets. Now, you have got 5 stamp sets here. I'll start holding them up so you can see the detail, because obviously the stamps are bigger than the packaging. You've got some, and I'll just do this. It didn't knock anything over.
No, you did well. You did well.
No one saw it. It's safe.
You saved it.
The stamps are way bigger than the packaging. So you've got a huge variety. First of all, your lovely cupcakes. And obviously, cupcakes, they can be for any
Absolutely.
celebration.
So the story behind this collection is it's my last new release of the year.
Wow.
So I know, can you believe this year's just flown?
Yes, it has.
So I wanted to do something that was, generic's the wrong word, but it does make sense. So what it means is, you're covering all occasions. So although I've called it celebration, it could mean weddings, it could mean birthdays, christenings, anniversaries. Just about every occasion where you would use a cake, a cupcake, a bottle of fizz, presents, so you know you're going to be able to turn this to absolutely anything. As a card maker, this set of stamps is essential.
Yeah.
And what I've done is, normally, as you know, I do A5 stamp sets, but it didn't need it.
Yes.
I didn't want big, massive images, so there's no point me making these images where you can't use them. So you'll see from the samples and the design team, I'll name check everybody in a second, but they've done an amazing job with these, because you just can go on and on and on and on. It's going to be one of those stamp sets that you reach for every single time.
And they're easy to use.
Yeah.
You know,
easy to cut out as well. There's only a couple that are a little bit fussy. But all the others, well, every demo that I've prepped, I've cut out all the stamps.
Amazing.
Which I don't do fussy
No, you don't do that.
you know. But I've actually really enjoyed it. I've loved the colouring process. I've loved the fact that I can stamp it. And if I want to do it green, I can do it green. And if I want to do it bright pink, I can do it bright pink. And that is the beauty of stamps like this. You can just turn them to every kind of colour palette that you're working on.
Absolutely. And we've got such an array. In your sentiments, just in case, because I'm not sure how close up we got to see them. You've got Hip Hip Hooray, you've got Celebrate, you have got in there Happy Birthday to You. I love the fonts, because the fonts
They're all
are
funky.
fun.
These are all funky, very modern, very fun, like you say. The whole collection is. It's all sketchy and doodly, and that's exactly what I wanted with this. Because let's face it, we've seen cupcakes forever and a day, but not like this. They're a little bit different. And you've got the 2 larger ones, same as with the gifts there. Oh, there you go, cupcakes.
Boom.
So you've got the 2 larger ones, and then you've got 2 smaller ones, and then you've got 2 smaller ones again. And where there was space, I've popped in sentiment, so I haven't wasted any space. And the fact that they're A6 just means you can turn them to any size card or project you're working on. These are going to be good in your journals as well, because you can absolutely use them on your birthday pages and things like that.
And that's it. I mean, you could be making them into lovely little stickers for your happy planners. You might be using these, and like you said, for all different occasions. I'm absolutely seeing weddings, I'm seeing New Year, obviously birthdays, maybe, and with things like this as well. You know how how they have like the baby parties,
Baby
you know,
showers,
yeah, and things like that.
Absolutely.
You can even tweak these to make
Absolutely,
it that kind of
this
celebration.
is why I've kept the sentiments as a separate set on their own. So, I mean, you know that I've done so many sentiments over the years. You're bound to have sentiments that can coordinate with this, and you're just going to be able to expand on what you can do with this collection. I love these. I've so enjoyed sitting down and colouring and creating cards from scratch because it's different to what I normally do.
Yeah.
This is the first set I've actually ever done where it's specifically for colouring in. And it's just so much fun, Leonie. I've loved it.
Yeah, and obviously with these, how you layer them up. I mean, I love that. That is really, really pretty. Yeah.
So you take it and you, I mean, I haven't done that in any of my samples. I know.
Oh,
but the very fact that you can create compositions, whichever elements you want from the stamp sets is just amazing.
I love the papers as well, obviously, absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, there's so much you can do with these. So you've got your beautiful cakes, you've got your fantastic bottles there, so your lovely champagne bottles, you've got your wonderful little prezzies as well, which are just exquisite. Remember, you have got your cupcakes, but of course you've got your more celebration cakes, so your posh cakes. And then, of course, you have got your champagne, so you do need your flutes. So many. And, of course, all the different sentiments and the fun. You know, the sentiments give you that proper, it's cheery. You know, that's what you've got in this collection. It's really cheery and
like
jolly.
on the birthday wishes there, you've got little stars around it, and on one of the others, you've got little stars and little hearts around it.
I love that one.
So they're a little bit different to what I know. Yeah, absolutely. Happy birthday to you with the balloon. So you can actually fussy cut the balloon and decoupage it. So much scope with this set of stamps. I can't tell you.
I really like them. Okay, if you do want to get hold of this, please check your baskets out. Now, this is your one-day special. £6 saving today, just £53.95 for all 5 stamp sets. You've got 56 stamps in total. Because like Phil says, he's really, like you can see all the little gaps. Can you see in the cakes there? There's little candles in there. I'm not sure, hopefully you've seen these when we went through them in detail. But you can see all the little, like, can you see where the cupcakes are? And you've got the little flags on there. I love those. They are so cute. So really, really maximising the space. Okay, 044655, that's your item number. 2 payments, £26.65. Now, also brand new today, we've got the gorgeous papers. I love these. And the colour palettes are gorgeous. Now, this is already busy. Now, you've got loads of choices. So you can either go for your 2 sets of papers. So you could either go for those 2 and then those 2 if you wanted to. Or the biggie is your full collection. So all your beautiful papers, you're saving £6 again, and your price today, £22.98, next month, £22.98. Let me show you these papers. Phil, I love these.
They're gorgeous.
Yeah, and really nice, as ever, really good quality.
Yeah,
I mean, I
always.
know that's dead important to you.
It is, absolutely. So these are obviously multi-tonal papers. Like
Beautiful.
Posh.
Multi-tonal.
So what I've done is I've done the blues, the teals, the lavenders and the pinks. So you've got something for just about, well, everybody. I had to stop myself because I must admit I've done a brown tones and I've done a grey tones as well. And I thought, you know what, 6 paper pads the month before Christmas, it's a bit much. But I might introduce a few more of these. So the designs in these are all very celebratory. So you've got stars, you've got the diamonds, you've got birthday boy in the teal and the blue, and you've got birthday girl in the pinks and the lavenders in there. You've got doodle stars. It works perfectly with these stamps. It just works so well.
Oh, this colour palette is gorgeous.
I know. If you're going for all 4 as well, let's not be silly. It's 160 sheets of paper.
Wow.
It's crazy.
It's a lot of paper. And I mean, with these, obviously brilliant for your mats and layers, but of course you can stamp over them, you can ink over them, spritz over them, and they're the kind of patterns you'll use not just for celebrations. I mean, you'll use these again and again for all sorts.
Absolutely. absolutely.
They're
Because
timeless.
they're just beautiful designs, lovely papers. They all perfectly coordinate with each other.
Yeah.
So the teals actually work really, really nicely with the lavenders.
Beautiful.
And the pinks with the blues and so on and so forth. So as a standalone set of papers, so for example, the teals you've just looked at,
Yeah.
you can choose any 2 pages from that, and you know they're going to work together because
Yeah.
I've designed them so that the colours are picked out in all the different designs.
And what I love about your colour palette, like when we look at that beautiful pink, it's not in your face.
No,
it's
a dusky
not a
pink.
sickly pink.
Yeah.
It's a really nice, sophisticated pink.
And do you know what I love? I love that I've got so many different shades on each design as well.
Yeah.
So that means if you're somebody who does like to ink it up and everything, you can go from your Victorian velvets right through to some of the darker colours, and you can so pick and choose your colours whichever you're working on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love
Yeah,
that.
you can see it straight there. Like, yeah, your deeper, richer colours in
Yeah,
your distress.
yeah.
Absolutely. Beautiful. Loving all of these. And then last but by no means least, we have got that beautiful lavender as well. And again, you can see it's not just a lavender. You know, you've got all your different tones there. Absolutely stunning. And yeah, you'll be using those for all sorts. And I love it. I do love the happy, the birthday girl, birthday boy. But like things like this one, let me find that one again. I mean, brilliant for borders. Brilliant for borders.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You'll be chopping them up and using them for all sorts.
Absolutely, and I've done that, exactly
that
what
one.
you've said there. So when I've done all my matting and layering and everything, the bits that were left over, I've either cut daisies from,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
made borders with them, I've cut stamens with them.
Yeah.
You don't waste any of them. In fact, I'll
Yeah.
show you when you get to me. I've saved all my little bits.
Yeah, and this is it. I mean, you'll be doing patchwork bits with all
Yeah,
your leftovers.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely exquisite. Okay, so if you do want your papers today, $22.98. Next month, $22.98. You know exactly what you're paying. That's if you want all your papers. It's a Laura paper. They all mix and match together, and they're beautiful. 160 sheets. 968150 now. You've got a £6 saving there, you've got a £6 saving there, and the thing is you can go for the whole thing. So, if you want your gorgeous stamps and you want your 160 sheets of gorgeous brand new paper, you can go for it now. £12 saving is carried forward, and then an extra £10 is taken off that price. So you're saving £26. £22.
Well, it's a good job I was sitting down, love, when you said that.
Yeah, just for me. You're not, that's a lie, it's just bad maths. You're saving £22. Thanks, Emily. That's the worst maths I've ever done. That is terrible. It's still a good saving though, right? 22 quid, stop with the 6. £22. Now, £89.91 is what you're paying. Of course, we're breaking that up for you. 2 payments, £44.96 for the lot. You have got everything winging its way to you. And do you know what? That full collection, already 10% of the stock has gone. 485454 is your item number. Now, we've also got new gorgeous blingy bits. And I do love these. Your gorgeous little pearls. I am not going to touch nothing here because I'll knock everything over. In each pearl colour palette, you have got 3 different sizes. So daddy pearl, mummy pearl and baby pearl. And you can see, can we squidge in so you can see the actual little teeny ones there? Can you see the little teeny ones? These are brand new colours. Oh, I do love these because they've got that fantastic sheen on, haven't they?
Yeah, so these are the last 6 of the shimmer collection. So these are shimmer pearls, and you've got, these are actually perfect. If you're going for the complete bundle, you need to pop these in because they work perfectly with these colours. Like that lovely claret there goes so nice. Lush. It goes actually with the lavender papers and with the pinks. Oh, so it picks the darker tones out. Then you've got the teal, the ivory. These will not be back. So once these have gone... Oh, really? Yeah, that's it. So the 6 new pearls, once they've gone, that's it.
Right, okie-dokie. Right, so you've got your choices. Only £16.47. You've got these lovely little pots full of these. So your first one, you have got that beautiful teal, that wonderful claret in the centre there, and then the ivory, 512576. And then we've got the other set, and these are more pastel-y.
Yeah.
But again, you've got that beautiful shimmer on these, that AB coat in there. And with this one, you've got your lavender, your baby pink, and your baby blue. And again, you've got your 3 different sizes. And you can see from all the finished samples, they are the perfect finishing touch. I mean, they just give you that lovely shimmer.
Yeah, and you know me, pearls are kind of my thing. I've always been a fan of pearls. Just because they just add that little extra something, that little bit of class. Classy, not brassy, remember.
Classy, not
and
brassy.
Because these are shimmer, they give you a really beautiful finish. And it's something that you wouldn't necessarily notice straight away, but you know when you put your card together, they really do just add that lovely detail finishing touch.
Yeah. I really like them.
Every sample is different. It's amazing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And it is, I mean, so easy to use, that's why. Everything is so easy to use. Now, these are already really busy. I'm not surprised. You do get loads for your money as well. Approximately 1,650 pearls. Go on,
there's approximately 550 in each pot, approximately, yeah. You might get a few more, you might get a few less. You know we've got my mum in a shed in the bottom of the garden doing these. I am joking, by the way. She's not in a shed. She's in the front room.
We've given her a cellar.
Yeah. Bless her. So thank you, Mum, if you're watching.
Tell you, it's a full family affair. 592362 is your item number if you do want to get hold of them. Please check your baskets out. Super busy with those. Absolutely fabulous. Now, we've also got, and look, these are brand new, and I know Phil has had to be super patient, waiting for these to come in. So you have got your fantastic little bullet tip nibs for your alcohol pens. Hey, these are absolutely beautiful nibs.
They just?
Yeah,
and I know people have
they're
been
not like
waiting
your
for
regular
these.
bullet tip nib.
Yeah, so what it means now is for everybody who's bought the Colour Radiance alcohol markers when I released them, I can't remember when I actually released them.
I can't either, love.
But you now have a choice of using your brush nib that comes with the pens, or changing it to the bullet nib for precision colouring. I'm back again.
Amazing.
Absolutely. So as long as I will show you when you come to me how to do this, because it's the simplest thing ever. And what it now means is you can use the brush when you're doing, like I use the brush loads because I really like the brush.
I like the brush.
And I love that you get that lovely flow because it's a lovely soft brush. But then when you want to do precision colouring, just swap it to the bullet nib.
Amazing.
And I'm going to use the bullets on all my demos, so you'll see how they are. If you've got the pens, you need these nibs.
I tell you what, a lot of the bullet nibs are thicker. They're thicker and they've got that rounder point. That is a really nice bullet nib.
It's a pointy bullet, yeah.
That is lovely.
Yeah, so you can get into all the detail. Like on the cupcake stamps, you'll see, I am using it. So on the cupcake stamps, you've got little polka dots in the wrapper.
Yeah.
You can just job done with them.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, these are an absolute, if you've got the pens, £19.96, you're getting 4 packs. So you've got 200 nibs, which is amazing. Really handy, those. 859734. I know people have been waiting for them. So if you've got your pens, please check your baskets out with those. We better mention those pens because, look, the full collection, absolutely fabulous. They all come packaged, beautifully packaged, but I mean you have got the full family here. And obviously with these everything's covered. Full skin tones, skies, dresses, clothes, literally everything.
Absolutely everything. So this is an amazing gift, and I know when we launched these everybody was going for the complete collection because it's just a fabulous Christmas present or anytime present. And Trudy and I work really closely together in putting the colour palette together, so you've got everything that you could possibly need in this collection of pens. So they do come with the brush nib. I brought one with me just so I can show you how to change it, but you've got every kind of possible colour that you would possibly need. The storage case is a hard storage case, and it does have the grid in the bottom that holds them all in place.
Amazing.
I'm not going to spend ages on these because I want to get to colouring, but if you haven't got these, and you did get them and you struggled with the brush, just treat yourself to the bullets and have a choice. I don't know of any other set of alcohol markers where you can choose which nib you've got. So don't get rid of your brush nib. What I've said to everybody when I did my Facebook Live last weekend, just, you know, the little tiny grip seal bags that you can get, little tiny ones. So just pop your brush nib into that, write the colour number or the colour name on it,
Yeah, yeah.
and then you can just chop and change whatever you're colouring. I think it's amazing, Leonie.
I think it's a really good idea.
And these pens are just so easy to use.
Yeah,
For anybody who's ever struggled,
Yeah.
these actually do all the work for you.
And you can get, I mean, you can get the most beautiful results. Okay, if you do want to go for this. Now, you have got options. You can go for the individuals. We've got on there the biggie. Now, you've got a saving of £30, so it is a huge saving. And your flexi is actually 3 flexes. So maybe if you are looking at these for Christmas, 30 quid saving today, £83.31 is your first payment. Obviously, we don't charge interest. You don't have to wait till your last payment for these to be delivered to your door. 214773. Now, we're going to get over to our fill, but we have got some gorgeous dyes, and you will have seen these used in some of those finished samples, and they are gorgeous. So these are your charming dyes. Now, this is labels 2. Now, really good size dyes. Remember, these are on the magnetic sheet as well, so your storage is sorted. You've got the flags, which are beautiful, and as you'll see, you've got that extra detail on all of these. You know, these are not a plain flag. They're not your plain dye. You've got some beautiful scallop detail. The next one is your ingot, and that is gorgeous. Again, beautiful for layering, which is exquisite. We've also got for you, I can't believe they're only $19.99. Next, the stars. Oh, I really like the stars. Absolutely stunning. You've got that beautiful open scallop, but then you've got all the little pinprick detail, which is amazing. We've then got the gorgeous octagon for you. Yeah, absolutely stunning, every single one. Last but by no means least, the wonderful hearts. Really recommend them. £19.99 is your price. 708041. Right, Mr. Phil Martin. Over
Right,
to
here
you.
we
Those
go.
dyes are lovely as well.
This is going to be dead calm and dead relaxing. Probably not. Right, so what I want to do is go through things with you first. So this is the card that I'm going to be making first, and that's done in the blues.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so that's done. And do you know, this is why I've had so much fun. Where else would you be able to completely coordinate everything so perfectly?
And the colours,
and for somebody like me, and if I just show you the dimension, look, the dimension on this is amazing. These are all easy to cut out embellishments as well. The ones that are a bit fiddly, I've still done anyway because I could. So I'm going to do that in the teals, and I've got everything already done.
Oh, look at you.
I know. It's took me ages to prep these demos because obviously I've used, like here, look, I've used glossy accents on the...
Oh, yeah.
Can you see, look?
Yeah,
so obviously
I
wanted that all done and everything ready, but I am going to show you how to colour in each time I do a demo.
Beautiful.
Because it's just the easiest thing in the world. So before I start, I'm just going to show you all my bits of papers. So this is actually the full set of papers. It's nearly fills an A4 deep tub.
Amazing.
Yeah. And I've kept all my bits. Look, you can see where I've cut stamens from these.
Yeah, beautiful.
So don't get rid of anything. I love papers that coordinate.
Yeah,
and you know that the reason I do that is because years ago, donkey's years, like when I first started doing this, you couldn't get things.
You're a whippersnapper.
Yeah, when I was in my teens. Same as you, love. So.
Oh, I know, right? We were young.
You just couldn't get things that coordinated, and this is why I try and do it now. So first things first, I'm going to show you how to change the bullet nib.
Super.
So I've got one here. This is my bag.
Wow, you've got a few.
No doubt you will end up with these before I go, but what I've done, I'm really lucky, so obviously I've got 2 full sets of pens.
Yeah.
And what I've done is I've got 2 desks in my craft room, so I've kept one set with the brushes in, and this set I've actually replaced the whole lot with the bullet nibs.
Wonderful.
But
I bet your craft room and my craft room look quite similar.
Do you think, love? Do you think? Do you think? So I'm going to show you how easy this is to do. please, please, please don't get rid of your brush nibs because they were an investment.
And Phil's going to be really angry at you if you do, essentially.
Yeah, because there were a lot of money, and the technology behind the flexible brush is not the same as normal brush nibs, which is why I did them in the first place. But I do know some people struggled with the brushes because they are so flexible, and this is why now I'm giving you a choice. You've now got a choice, which I just think is phenomenal. If these weren't mine, and you were stood here showing me a set of pens that you could choose the nibs, I'd be like, yeah, want them.
I'm having them.
So this is how easy they are to do, look. So flat nose tweezers, so flat nose tweezers, just pull it out, look. Remember, these are alcohol inks, so they will stain. I'll put it on the desk there, so if there's a bit of a pinky stain there, it's my fault. So you just pull it out gently. Remember as well that these are double-ended as well. So when one end gets a bit battered, just pull it out and put the other end in, Yeah, double-ended. So I'm actually giving you 3 nibs. And then literally, on here, look, you can see, can you see just where it's got that little lip?
Yeah, there's kind of a little ridge, isn't there?
Yeah, you can just see where it's raised slightly at the end. And then all you're going to do is just pop that in up to where the little raised bit is and leave it.
Right,
so I'm just going to leave that there just for 1 second because you'll see that you don't need to do any of this pumping action or anything like that.
Just be patient.
In fact, I'll put it here because you don't want to watch that do that, but I'll just leave it there for a second and then I'll show you.
Does it matter if you pop the pen up so it sort of gravitates?
It'll do it anyway, Leonie. In fact, look, look, it's doing it already, look. Can you see it's pulling the...
Oh, yeah, good grief, that's quick.
It's pulling the colour through,
yeah. That's really quick.
Quality, darling.
Quality, that, Kate.
Yeah. So that's already pulled the colour through.
Amazing.
Yeah. I'm going to save that nib now because I'm not going to waste it just because I've got spares. Don't mean I should waste them. So I've actually got spares of everything, you know where I'm like. So remember, can you see how this is now, you know how fussy I am? It's now put a little pink tint on there. So easiest way to clean that is with an alcohol wipe or a bit of the hand gel.
It's
alcohol,
of course, good old hand
wipe
gel.
it off,
Yeah, we've all got that now.
We have. So let's get cracking now on this colouring in. So
Marvellous.
I'm going to do all the bits that are on here,
Okay.
all the bits that are on here. And believe you me, it's quicker than you think.
Okay.
Yeah. So one tip I will give you is when I was doing all my samples, what I did was I put all the stamps on an A4, on an A5 acrylic block or just an acrylic block, and I actually stamped A4 sheets. So I'd got 4 sections.
So you had loads of them ready.
I had loads done, yeah. So what I've done here is I've just got them on.
It's a good idea, is that? So rather than stamping out independently, you just stamp them all out at once. And if if you use your stamping platform, that's so quick and easy to do.
That's what we're going to do now. So all my bits, look, are still here, look. So I just stamped loads and loads out, and it's one of them things that you can just sit colouring in. When you feel like colouring in. Remember, you do need the super smooth, brilliant white alcohol card for the pens. It is on it's on the show, I think. So I'm going to do all the bits for this card.
Marvellous. If you do want that cardstock, it is absolutely worth getting the proper cardstock because obviously you're going to get the pens, you're going to use the pens to the maximum. If you would like that cardstock, the details are there for you. £14.99, your price, and you're getting 40 sheets there. 050054, your item number.
It makes a massive, massive difference. And when I come to put this card together, A, you'll be glad I've done all the bits already, but B, when I show you what the alcohol pens do on regular cardstock, you'll see the difference. So I'm just looking at what I've used on here. Don't need to be exact, but I just want to show you colouring in techniques every time I do a demo, because that's what I'm here for. So in this set, look, in the gifts, can you see you've got the little tag there that says happy birthday?
Oh, yeah, they're cute.
And then in the actual sentiments set, so that little tag there tucks underneath the presents or on top of the presents or anything. But then if you want the bigger version, it's in the sentiments set.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah, it just gives you loads and loads of scope. So
lovely.
I'm just doing that.
I like the teeny tiny little stamps. I think they're really cute.
Well, I love stamps that do more than one thing.
Yeah.
And I think, I mean, I'm literally just going to stamp these and colour them in and show you how to colour them in.
Yeah.
But this is before you even look at decoupage in them.
Yeah.
You had a long day, love.
I've had a long week, kid.
So we've got
This is me after coffee.
Oh, bless you.
So, yeah.
So we've got the large cupcake on here. So let's pop the cupcake on here. Have I got any others on there? Not from that. This is why I love this collection of stamps, because you can absolutely, so far I've used every set.
Wow.
Yeah.
But they all mix and match together lovely, don't they?
I won't do the champagne glasses because that's literally just one colour, but I will do the bottle and show you.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. So let's pop that on there. Oh, and we need the bunting as well,
Oh,
kids.
yeah, don't forget your bunting. We love a bit of bunting.
We love a bit of bunting.
And we like a little bit of Prosecco. Well, you're going champagne, aren't you, love?
And then in the cakes, Lord. So when I did the cake set, I've purposefully given you a full cake that you can use for weddings, for christenings, for any kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then we've got the birthday cake, which you can layer on top of each other to create a big, massive cake.
Yeah.
And then you've got the big slice and the little slice. So you've got loads and loads
big
of scope.
slices, please.
Well, we like
Isn't it ridiculous? I'm looking at stamps and it makes me hungry.
We like the big. I know it's so. I've loved doing this collection of stamps, and I've done all these samples that are in front of me. I've done, so that shows you how much I like these. Because, well, yeah, but I've had fun, and it's the whole point. So I think that's everything on there. So we'll stamp this all in one go.
Beautiful, and obviously this is on the cardstock, so you're ready to use your beautiful pens.
I'm just going to take my spongy mat away.
That's okay.
I don't need that when I'm colouring in.
That mega bundle, you know, 20% of the stock has gone. Good grief. Super busy. If you do want big bundle, it is. I mean, you are getting a lot for your money. Remember, the £6 saving has been made from the one-day special. Your £6 saving has been made from this. That is a £12 saving. And then the extra £10, that is a £22 saving. 2 payments of £44.96. Do not miss out on this one. It is absolutely gorgeous. That is 485454, your item number, if you do want to go for this. Now, we have got... Why have I got the tags? Oh, we're getting them ready. Over to him. Over to him.
Over to me.
I'll talk about them in a minute.
So one of the things, like I say, one of the things I did was I stamped loads of repetition in the same thing, which it made making my cards really easy.
Yes.
And you could absolutely do this. So I'm obviously going to be colouring this in the turquoises and the minty greens, but you get another sheet of card, stamp it again, do it in pinks, another sheet of card, and you can just have so much fun with these stamps. Remember, just while that's drying for a second, you do need to use Memento.
Okay. Yeah, so because you're using alcohol inks, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. You need a dye-based ink for alcohol pens, and I love Memento because it more or less comes off my stamps and doesn't stay there. And
it makes it so clean.
I like it when they're clean.
Oh, me too.
I'll just pop that down there.
Only joking.
So this is exactly how I did all the colouring from my samples and everything. So I will pop these colours on the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page over the weekend, because I've kind of worked out the numbers of the pens and the names of the pens that work really well with the papers.
Amazing.
Yeah. You won't get perfect matches, but what you will get is lots of lovely... Like the lavender. The lavender was actually the hardest, and I'll tell you that now, but I will demo it. So I used a grey base and then went over it with the mauve or the mauve, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
And it's created the lavender.
Oh, fantastic.
So...
Attention to detail, I feel, I tell you.
Well, you know where I'm like it. It's got to be right. So we're obviously doing the teals. So I can't tell you which set these are from because I've mixed I've mixed them all up. So sorry, everybody. So I'm looking for... Do you want to do it while I'm just looking for these pens?
Yeah, let me show you. I'm gonna show you something because you've already found it on the website. It's already busy, and I like it because you were kind of like, oh, what has she got in her hands? You probably weren't doing that at all, but I really like these. These go beautifully with the collection that we've got. It is on a magnetic sheet as ever. I'm showing what I've been given, the tags. The tags. I've been given the tags. Okay, so we'll show you something else in a second as well. So you've got your beautiful scalloped tag trio. I really, really like these. Yeah, they're going to mix and match with this collection beautifully. And obviously, good size tags. I mean, when you look at that one, that is such a good size tag. If you would like to get hold of those, 206 328 is your item number. Do not miss out on those. Absolutely gorgeous. We have got other dies as well. In fact, they'll be coming in a second. So in the meantime, I will tell you about the wonderful big collection that we've got. So what we have got for you, you've got the one-day special, you've got those beautiful papers, and it's what you can do with them. It's how everything works together. I mean, the colour palette is gorgeous. The papers are lovely. And you'll be using these for anything and everything. You have got the beautiful little cakes there. We've got the wonderful gifts. See, and how easy are those to cut out. You know what I mean? Obviously, you might be building backgrounds up with these. You might be layering them and stacking them. I mean, it's Christmas. It's any birthday. It's literally any... When do you give presents for everything, right? And that's what this is covering. Every kind of celebration. You've got the champagne glasses. Again, that might be a wedding. It might be an anniversary. Again, New Year, literally, whatever the occasion, you can crack your bubbly open. You've got the beautiful cakes, and remember, you've got all your different types of cake. So you've got the full cake, you've got slice of cake, a big one and a small one. Now, if you do want the big collection, you are saving £10, but that other £12 will be carried forward. You're saving £22 here for everything. That's 458. Nope, it's 485454 is your item number. Those gorgeous dies. I will be really, really quick with these. I won't go through all of them, but just to show you, because it's when you see the size of them. That's the real size. These are beautiful. And the thing is with these, when you actually die cut them, let me see if I can show you on one of that's the heart one. But can you see, you've got that scallop, but can you see that little sort of pinprick detail on this? These are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And the thing is, you're mass and layering with these, but you use them for all sorts. And because you've got so much choice with the designs, again, something for everybody. Definitely worth that money. $19.99. They are lovely. Really like them. Huge, huge dies. And you see, you've got that scalloped edge, and then your matte and layer. Scalloped edge, matte and layer, same, right down to the middle. And then you've got your tiny little dies in the middle there as well, so nothing has been wasted. Love those, loads of different styles. Please check them out on the website, only $19.99. 708041. Phew! You found your pens, love?
Right, so I found them. Do you know what I should have done? I should have just put them all in one box, shouldn't I?
That'd have been genius.
So I'm just going to show you what I do because it makes sense. So I'm going to use the chisel end, and I'm just going to create myself a little palette.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going lightest to darkest, just so it makes it easier for you when you're looking for them. Now, if I'd have had the sense... Oh, wait, I've got a pen. How about that? This is what I'm telling you to do because it makes sense when you're colouring in. So 171,
yes. Yeah.
172. I feel like Julia because Julia does this kind of thing. Yeah. And you can see already that this colour palette is going to work perfectly with those lovely teals. It's
a really good idea.
One, yeah, and then this one I can just use for the darker tones if I want, which is a beautiful, beautiful teal colour. Lovely. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to colour these images in. So, you know, if you're sat thinking, oh, I don't really do colouring in.
Yeah.
I'll tell you from the offset, I'm using the alcohol markers on all 3 of my shows, but then Julia's going to use the watercolour brush pens on her 2 shows tomorrow.
Amazing. So
whichever medium you prefer, or whether you've got both, you can choose.
Perfect.
So, this is how easy this is to do. So we're going to start with the lightest colour, which is 171, and I'll do the bunting first. Are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready,
Remember,
Phil.
I'm cutting these out.
Okay.
So, well, not live on that,
Aha, so it doesn't matter about
but
the
it
lines.
doesn't matter about going out your lines. And if you look at how fab they look once
Yeah.
you've cut them out,
Yeah.
don't stress about that. So I will get to the bottle, which is obviously what takes the longest. But I'm going to do all the pale colour first on all of these images
Right,
because it makes sense to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm using the chisel. So for larger areas, I'm using the chisel
Okay.
because it makes perfect sense. And as a general, it's like my knees in the morning, that. Well, actually, it's like my knees most of the time. So I'm 100% confident with the quality of the colours in these pens.
Yeah.
So I know for a fact that will dry all one colour.
Yes,
I don't need to worry about it.
And it helps having the right cardstock, but that's the beautiful thing about alcohol markers, isn't it? You know, when that alcohol evaporates, the smoothness that you can achieve.
Absolutely. So what I'm doing, you don't really need to worry about, it's not like doing faces and characters where you need to worry about shadows and stuff like that. I'm only really going to worry about that on the larger stamps. So I'm doing all the pale colour look. I'm going to do the same with the bow. So I'm just going to colour the bow in.
Beautiful.
And I'm going to do a little bit around the edge. I didn't want people to think, oh, I don't really do colouring, because you don't really need to. And on some of the samples, you'll notice that the girls have just stamped and embossed, heat embossed onto coloured cardstock, and they look just as amazing with that. So
well, they look nice, stamped and embossed onto the papers.
Yeah, absolutely. And then what do you call it? Paper piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, especially
so
that.
Let's just
can you imagine the parcels on the hearts? They look gorgeous.
Yeah. And remember, you can do that, so it's giving you another use. So I'm going to spend a little bit more time on the cupcakes. This is a bit that I want to look fabulous, like it's a two-tone.
Oh yeah, that's
a two-tone whipped cream. You can see I've glossy accented the. Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah.
The wrapper. So I am going to use the brush for the first colour.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to flick. So I've kind of given you already some. You can see which way the cream is going.
Yeah.
I'm not covering the whole thing. I'm leaving some areas that are a bit white. So I'm just flicking that. Flick, 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 flick. I'm going to do the whole of the wrapper. All of it. I'm not worrying about any shadowing or anything on that just yet.
Okay.
And then we're going to go to the next colour. If you get bored of me doing this, you do what you need to do, Chuck. Okay. So I'm going to miss out the next colour, and I'm going to go straight to 179.
This is why it's good having your chart, because then you can remember which is your next colour without needing to think about it.
I know that if I went from 171 to 172, that's similar. So I'm going straight to 179 to start adding my shadows. And now I am using the bullet look. So if I just show you how precision...
Wow,
Yeah, I know, look.
They're really good nibs of those.
These bullets are, if you've got my Colour Radiance alcohol markers, these bullet nibs are worth their weight in gold. They really are. So now I'm going to start adding some shadow in. Yeah, I'm not worrying too much again about where it's going. I'm just going to give this...
So just around the edges?
...of a shadow, yeah. I'm going around the outside. No precision colouring required. So basically, as a general rule of thumb, when I come to the cake look, so where I've gone already with the first colour, I'm going to do about half with the next colour.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So do you want to do anything while I just do the rest of this?
Yeah, let's talk about some gorgeous gems. I do like seeing the colouring. It's one of those that's so ridiculously relaxing, isn't it? Now, if you do want to get hold of these wonderful gems, absolutely brand new, remember, once they've gone, they've gone. So please make sure you check your baskets out. You've got 3 different colours. So the first one is your ivory, that gorgeous claret. I love that. And then that beautiful teal. Now, in each one, you've got the 3 different sizes. So you can see the really little diddy one there. And you've got that beautiful AB coating. So it'll give you that gorgeous shine. Now, almost 20% of the stock has gone. These are brand new, and almost 20% of the stock has gone. That's your first collection, 512576, 1647. Obviously, if you're putting them into one of your baskets with your flexi, split that payment up over 2 months. You've then got your second brand new collection, and these are more of your beautiful pastel tones. So you've got that lovely baby pink. You've also got the lavender, and again, these complement the new papers wonderfully. And then that baby blue, £16.47. And you can see, I mean, How well do they go with the papers? How well do they go with the with the new images? Obviously, you'll be using these all over the place. Now, why these are really handy is look at the different sizes and the different flowers. So you will be able to mix and match them depending on what you're actually creating. You might be using them for your florals. I love these ones, just tiny little accents. And again, it's that finishing touch. Tell you what is beautiful on here as well. Can you see the star? That's that die cut. They're lovely, and that's one of your dies as well. So you've got your sentiment, you've got the beautiful papers, all the gorgeous dies as well, and of course those beautiful little pearls, just to finish it off, just to give it a bit of sparkle. On this one, just in the centre of your flower there. Finishing touch. And when you think about it, if you're just using one on a card, these will last you ages. Absolutely stunning. Now, oh, I do like this one. I'm just going to show you this one, sorry. Because look at them, like, boo, out to the face. Doesn't it look good? That looks so pretty. And they do, I mean, it does look quite expensive as well. I love the die. Again, the detail with that die. And then 3 little ones at the top there. That's really beautiful. Is that one of your embossing folders, Phil? That?
I think they're on the show, actually. I put the set of 5 on the show, kind of the ones that we use day to day. And that is the heart lattice.
That is lovely.
Heart lattice 8 by 8, yeah.
That is so detailed. That is absolutely beautiful.
And it's the same design really that's on the papers.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you've got continuity
so
again.
It matches. Yeah, that's gorgeous. If you do want that embossing folder, love that one. It actually, in fact, the details are going to zoom in. You've got a pack of 5 there. For £39.95. Now you've got a saving of £5. That's 171670. Honestly, absolutely gorgeous. I was only thinking about embossing folders the other day. Absolutely lovely, giving you all that gorgeous texture. 171670 is your item number. Now those nibs that Phil is using, of course, remember these are your brand new nibs. Our Phil's had to wait to get hold of these. It's taken ages, and oh my gosh, it is worth the wait because. Honestly, I mean, I sell a lot of pens, and that bullet nib is amazing. Normally, when we have bullet nibs, they're a lot stumpier. Do you know what I mean? Still good. I'm not doing down any of the pens that I've got on there. But for a bullet nib, that has got a really nice point. I love how quickly the pens flooded the ink into the nib as well. Now, you've got 200 nibs. So brilliant set there for just £19.96. If you have got your pens, they are essential. 859734, your item number. Check the website. Now, you'll be able to see all the other goodies that we've got on the show. Obviously, we haven't got everything out because we've so much. You can break your one-day special down. We have got smaller bundles. You can break the papers down, so you've got smaller bundles. But when you have a little peruse, we've got lots of other goodies that we haven't seen yet. So please do have a look. Remember, do get hold of your cardstock as well. It's always dead handy to have your cardstock, quite frankly. And the flowers, you've seen the flowers in the beautiful on the finished samples as well. You can get hold of them along with the stamens as well. Anything you want, check your basket out. It is thecraftstore.com. If you want to email in and say, hello, it's studio@thecraftstore.com. And obviously, see, Phil said our Julie's using those beautiful water brush pens tomorrow. So make sure you tune in tomorrow as well for loads of ideas. All right, then, Phil, how are you doing? Were you colouring in?
Where I've got to. I just carried on while you were just giving everybody all the information. So basically what I've done is I've used now all 4, no I haven't used 172 because I'm going to use that last. So I've used these 3 colours to just build up my layers. So like I say, don't worry about shadowing and stuff like that because these stamps are not, you don't really need to.
Yes.
You can if you want, which is what I've started on the cupcake there.
Yeah.
But it really doesn't matter. So I've now got these 3 colours done, and you can see what my general rule of thumb is. Where your first colour is, you go half with the next colour, and then you go half again with the last colour.
Yeah, and just overlaying.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you just go over the whole thing with your lightest colour. And I'm going to go back to 171.
Wonderful.
And I'm going to use the chisel, and I'm going to go over everything, and then watch what happens. I'm sorry for the squeaking. That's because it's lovely, super smooth cardstock.
Yeah, and that's it. The super smooth is a game changer,
Yeah,
isn't it?
absolutely. So can you see already?
Look at
it's
that
already
blend.
starting to bleed
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
So no skill required really for this. You don't need to panic about that.
And I think this is, I love watching this because sometimes it can be dead scary with alcohol markers because you see people's finished samples and they look amazing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I don't know. But literally, you're just layering the colour.
Yeah,
And going over the top
absolutely.
like that, it just brings everything together.
So what happens is because the alcohol it blends, so the colours just blend together.
Yeah.
So the darker one will actually start to bleed out.
Yeah.
And it won't go the same colour as the top colour because we've already got the colour from the darkness of it,
Yeah.
which is what gives you the shadow. You can see I'm not taking any care with this at all. You really don't need to. I'm going to spend a bit more time on the cupcakes. I want to show you how I got that lovely two-tone. So I'm going over everything, over it all. Quick,
See, that's so quick and easy.
Squeak, squeak, squeak. And you imagine sitting doing this in all your different colourways.
Yeah, yeah.
So easy. So easy.
And when you've got the pen set, I mean, you have got so many colourways.
Yeah.
You know, you've got so many different tones in there.
Yeah.
You've actually got 158. Sorry, 100 and me and numbers today, I'll tell you. I weren't even looking at the details, love. 168 pens in there, which is amazing. 214773. And the lovely quality pens. And remember, obviously, you're getting that superb quality brush nib, which
Yeah.
I felt was so chuffed about.
And do you know, it took me months and months and months of research to get that as well.
It's a
so
cracking
please don't
nib.
get rid of them.
No, you can create beautiful effects with it. You've got the chisel nib, which is, as you can see here, you know, you can colour in quickly.
Yeah, absolutely, you can, yeah. Right, so what I've done now is I'm going to go to the 172. So I've gone light, mid, dark, light. I'm now going to mid, which is the 172, and I'm going over it all again. And if I get a bit of the teal paper in, can you look at that?
Oh, look at that.
Look at that for a complimentary match.
That works
How fab
so
is that?
well.
I know. How fab is that?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go over it all with the 172, and then I'll do the cupcake, and then I'll get the card made.
See, that is the thing, isn't it? When you've got a pen set like this, where you've got such an astounding array of colours, you are bound to be able to get something. If it's not spot on, you're going to be close.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And remember, if there aren't any colours, like I told you, there isn't a lavender per se, but I've just made my own from a mauve and a warm grey.
And that's if you kind of forget that you can even do that, don't you?
Yeah.
But you can absolutely build colour. Do you know what? The pens, it works out per pen less than £1.50.
Do you know what? So I'll just let that soak in for a second. Remember, when you're working with alcohol markers, even on the posh card, just give it a time to breathe, because what happens is the alcohol evaporates and it leaves the colour. Yeah. There are a couple of techniques I'm going to show you before I start. Oh, look at the time! I'm never going to make this card.
Oh, my word.
Do you know what? I can't believe that.
I didn't realise it with that time.
I can't quite believe that.
Oh my gosh, we've been watching
But at least
colouring.
I've shown you a finished card and the main bit. So there are some techniques where you need to keep the alcohol wet while you're working. I'm going to show you that in a sec. Going back to the pens, the story is when I was researching, looking for a manufacturer. I didn't want to be paying £3, £4, £5 a pen. So what I said right from the offset is, these are not top end. They're definitely not bottom end. They're somewhere in the middle. So the price reflects that. So you've got a really comprehensive collection of pens that you know are going to work perfectly for us as crafters. And you know they're going to last you a lifetime, particularly with the
new
with the
nibs
bullet
as
nib.
well.
Right, so I'll just... I can't believe that time.
No, I can't. I actually really can't.
So I'm going to finish this cupcake and then I'll show you the bits done. Cool. Because I'm definitely not going to have time to put the card together. So the cupcake. So what I've done, look, is I've done all my teals and my turquoises. And now I'm going to 134, which is called raw silk.
Okay.
And raw silk is like it's like a pale, creamy colour look.
Yeah, lovely.
Can you see?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over all of that with the with the chisel, and then while it's still wet, So what happens is it doesn't make a different colour because where it's white underneath, it's now going that lovely creamy colour.
Oh, doesn't that work?
Yeah, so can you see I'm just going over and over and over and over. And while that's saturated with the alcohol, while that's saturated with the alcohol, I'm going back in with my pale colour.
Okay.
And I'm flicking.
Ah.
So can you see now it's
so while it's saturated, that'll help it blend even better.
Absolutely, yeah.
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
It's like a vanilla, isn't it? It's like a cream.
How easy is that to do, though, Leonie?
Yeah, that looks...
Anybody
and it looks
can do
really
this.
effective.
So we've now got, and obviously that's going to dry, and when it dries, it will be a little bit darker than this, but that is the effect that we're going to get.
That looks so good.
So I'm not going to have time to do anything else, am I?
No, not really, babes. You got 3 minutes.
Shall I finish the wrapper then and show you how to finish the wrapper?
Yeah, show us how to finish the wrapper.
Because this is a bit of a treat for me, sitting and colouring it, because I wouldn't normally do it. So we're going to, so you can see where I've added some shadow in with the middle colour. So I'm just going to show you again, look. So I'm just doing the bottom and I'm just kind of flicking up the lines. Can you see it's creating a shadow for me on the creases of the wrapper?
Oh, yeah. Is this a new bullet nib?
Yeah, with the bullet nib, yeah. And I'm going to go from the top as well and just do the same.
Beautiful.
So I'm trying to keep the middle part. Again, I'm not worrying too much about this because at the end of the day...
It works.
Yeah, absolutely. And not only that, Leonie, if you want to change the colour, leave it to dry completely and go over it with a darker colour and it will change it altogether.
Yeah.
Then we're going in with the 172 again and I'm going over the whole lot.
Quick and easy, and that just gets the blend.
And that has already created the shadows for me. If I just wiggle that for you so you can see it properly. Oh, where are we? So can you see we've got shadow in on the lines?
Yeah.
It's confusing because I'm looking at the wrong camera. Wouldn't you think after 47 years in TV I'd know which camera I was looking at? So can you see it's doing all the shadow in?
This one, yeah, that's really good.
So I'm not going to spend any more time on it. What I am going to do is just show you everything again because I'm clearly not going to be able to make this card because I can't believe that. I can't believe it's taking all that time. And I'm saying, yeah, it's dead quick. But it is normally.
It is quick, but it's relaxing.
Even the bunting, even the bunting, look how glossy accented.
Glossy accents on your bunting.
So I want you to see how gorgeous these are before you start assembling your card.
Beautiful.
And I promise you I will put the colours I've used on the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page over the weekend.
Oh, it's even fussy cut out his flukes.
Would have made a fabulous card.
That would have made a fabulous card. Show us the card. Show us the card.
So this is obviously in different colourways, but this is done with the blue greys. Yeah. And
amazing.
These are the kind of things you can do. I love stamps that work and work and work and work and work. And this is an absolute must-have set of stamps for me.
That's amazing. I love how you've colour-toned it together.
Honestly,
those pens, check the pens out. If you want to be able to colour match, £1.50 a pen, that is exceptional value. Do not miss out on your one-day special. You've got on your one-day, your pens are there, 214-773, but your one-day special. Anybody thinking of going for this in 20 seconds, Phil, why do they need that one-day special?
So these stamps are absolutely going to be your go-to set for any kind of occasion. If you're a card maker, you need this set of stamps.
Yeah. And think about it, are you a happy planner? Are you making invitations? These are for you. Do not miss our Phil. It's coming back up at 8 o'clock, but check your baskets out.